Okay, so today I wanted to share a favorites video. It's been a little while since I've done one. I usually do one every single month, but I didn't do one for June, and it's almost the end of July, so I thought I would just combine them and do like a current favorites. All of the makeup and beauty products I've been loving so much for the summertime. It has been so hot and humid. It's the type of weather where you just don't want to wear anything on your face because you'll either sweat it off or it will melt off, or you just don't want anything extra on your skin. So I have a lot of products that I will reach for on like minimal makeup days, and then also some products that I've been loving on days where I do want to wear makeup, but I want either really comfortable products or really long wearing products. Just a lot of good products for summer. I'm excited to film today's video because I've just genuinely been using these products nonstop. So a ton of makeup, and then at the end I'll share some skincare, some hair care, a body product as well. I did also try out some products that did not work for me over the last month and a half, but I have so many of those. I think I'll do like a whole separate video on the fails. So if you want to hear about the products that didn't work for me, stay tuned for that one. But today we're going to chat about my favorites. Let's start with this one. I feel like I've referenced this in quite a few videos, but I haven't actually like had it here to show you. This is the NYX Fat Oil Lip Drip in the shade Newsfeed specifically. I have a couple of other colors I really enjoy, but this has been my ideal summer lip color. I'm wearing it today. I have it over a little bit of ColourPop's lip liner in the shade BFF, which is just like a lighter nude, but I cannot get enough of this shade specifically. So these are really interesting because in the packaging, they look really dark, a little bit more intimidating if you're someone who typically goes for like a lighter, softer lip gloss shade. But on the lips, they're definitely sheer. When I'm not wearing a lot of makeup, but I still want something on my lips, this is perfect because it adds just a hint of color. But I love this formula because it is a little more long wearing. It actually stays in place well. It feels really hydrating once it wears off. It is absolutely perfect. You can't go wrong with these in general, but if you're looking for like a hint of red without it being too over the top, this is the perfect shade. If you're looking for another good option for summertime, I definitely recommend these two. I like them alone, but together they're so good. So the first one is the Essence What a Tint Lip and Cheek Tint. Now I don't love this as an actual cheek tint. On the skin, it doesn't really do anything for me. It ends up looking a little bit patchy because it is like a very light stain. And typically those products don't work great for me. And this one is definitely more on the subtle side when you apply it to the cheeks. But on the lips, it's perfect. It's really customizable. So you can go in with a small amount for like a very light tint of color, or you can build it up, and it's incredibly lightweight. It dries down so fast. It lasts really, really long, which is nice. So this one's great on its own if I don't want a glossy finish, but typically I do prefer a really glossy lip as well. So on top, I've been wearing the Catrice Lip Jam Hydrating Lip Gloss. This comes in a couple of different scents. I have this one right now, I Love You Very Much, and I feel like they all look very, very similar on the lips. This one has like a slight tint of color, but it's really not noticeable, but this formula is gorgeous. This really does feel like a luxury formula. It's thick, it's glossy, it's incredibly hydrating. So I like wearing this on top of the lip stain because I feel like it gives you the effect that like the Fenty glossy lip stains give you or something similar. A lot of brands are launching glossy lip stains, which are really nice, but if you have a lip stain already, you can just throw a regular lip gloss on top and you get the same exact effect. Both of these products retail for $5, so if you were to purchase them together and wear them together, it's a $10 lip combo that looks so good and it stays in place well. And then again, this is incredibly hydrating, and once it wears off, you can leave just the tint behind or you can reapply it throughout the day. I feel like I have a lot of blush on today, and I feel like I've been wearing a lot of blush lately because again, it's been so hot outside, so I won't always take the time to apply a lot of foundation. Sometimes I'll just wear like a tinted sunscreen and a little bit of concealer, and then I'll set it with a powder, and it will take me like 2 minutes. And then I'll go in with blush, mascara, and lip gloss and brow gel. So I guess not like completely minimal, but for me, that's definitely more of like a minimal makeup routine. But I usually do still take the time to apply blush, and I feel like I've been wearing blush over bronzer and over highlighter, especially this duo. This is the Patrick Ta Double Take Cream and Powder Blush, specifically in the shade She's Blushing. It is the most gorgeous duo. It's like a really beautiful, bronzy, rosy duo. And I think it is so much fun for summertime because it gives you like that almost like that sunburnt look that was really trendy last year, but I feel like it's still kind of having a little bit of a moment this year. It gives you the look like you've been out in the sun, and I feel like it just looks so healthy, so pretty on the skin. Not to mention, this formula just looks so good. The powder has like a little bit of a glow to it, and then if you want like the look and feel of a cream, you can go in with the cream on top or wear the cream alone. it really is worth the money in my opinion. I think these are so good. So I love the new shades. If you haven't seen them, I definitely recommend checking them out. But She's Blushing really has been my go-to this summer. So for the complexion, like I said, there are a lot of days where I'll just wear a tinted sunscreen and then a little bit of concealer and powder on top, or I might even like skip the concealer and sometimes I'll just wear powder to mattify everything. I guess I didn't include any sunscreens in today's video. There are a ton that I've been loving, and I just kind of switch it up depending on if I'm wearing makeup, if I'm not, if I want like a glowy look or more of a matte look. I'll put a list of like my top 5 sunscreens in the description box, or actually I'll pin a comment below just in case you're looking for some recommendations. But when I am wearing foundation, I'm usually wearing one of these. So I recently tried the Relove by Revolution Super Serum Hyaluronic Acid Foundation. This is a little bit of a newer brand available at Walmart, and I think all of their products are either like $5 or right around $5 and under. So I've been testing out some of their products. They did send me some and then I also purchased some as well, but this is such a gorgeous foundation. But I have a video going up, or it might already be up on my channel. I'm not sure if this is going up before or after that one, but I did like a full face of drugstore glowy makeup, including this. So that will be up soon if it's not already up on my channel. I am wearing it today, but I am wearing a little bit more of like a matte base, which does kind of affect the finish of this product. If you don't wear it with anything underneath or like just a sunscreen underneath, you get like a really glowy effect. It is very lightweight. It almost has like a serum-like texture and gives you more of a second skin finish. I would say it has like light to medium coverage. You can kind of manipulate it to work in one way or the other. It's definitely not a full coverage foundation and it's very, very glowy, but I do think it lasts really well on the skin. If I apply this at like 8 a.m., by 8 p.m., my skin will look oily, but the foundation is still in place. So I'll just kind of blot throughout the day. And I like the fact that it does look so healthy and smooth and glowy. It's a really, really gorgeous formula. So I've been enjoying this for the summertime, but I feel like it's going to be so ideal during the fall and the winter when my skin is a little bit more dry. And it's a really nice option. So I'm excited to see what else this brand offers. When I do want more of a true long lasting, like matte full coverage foundation, and it's really hot outside, this is what I'll reach for. It's the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. We went to a wedding this month and then also the rehearsal dinner the night before. I actually wore this too. And it was so hot. It was like high 80s, 90, but the humidity was so intense. And we're just not used to that type of weather where I live. I mean, we get some of those days, but I feel like it's been so hot this summer. So I'm kind of curious, like those of you who live in an area where it's like that a lot, what kind of makeup do you wear? Like, how do you lock your makeup into place? I'm curious. I feel like a lot of you guys probably have great tips, but I wore this foundation to the rehearsal dinner and the actual wedding, and it stayed in place so well. Even after like dancing and talking and being out in the hot, humid weather, by the end of the night, my makeup still looked really, really good. I will say that I set everything into place with the Urban Decay All-Nighter, which does make a difference. Like the All-Nighter doesn't work magic. If you're wearing a base that normally wears off in like an hour or two, the All-Nighter won't lock it in all night. So I do think it was like a combination of the two. But again, the reason why I like this is because it feels light on the skin. Like even on those incredibly hot, like sticky days where everything just feels uncomfortable, this doesn't feel heavy on the skin in addition to that. I know I've talked about this a lot lately, but I cannot stop wearing it. It's the Natasha Denona Hy-Glam Concealer. I won't spend too much time on it in today's video, but again, this is a very long-lasting formula. It is so smooth on the skin, and I just love it. I feel like this is my #1 concealer of all time. I can't imagine that I'll try another one anytime soon that will top this. And on days where I do switch it up and I reach for something else, like in the back of my mind, I wish that I had used this because it's that good. It looks so good on the skin. And there are days where I've been skipping foundation and just going in with a little bit of this. And such a small amount of this product goes an incredibly long way. I don't know if I've said this in a video before, but I will literally just like pull the wand out, spot conceal my face, and that pretty much covers my entire face. I don't have to dip back in multiple times. So even though this is a pricey concealer, you really just need the smallest amount. So I do feel like it will last me a long time. I really hope she launches like an entire foundation line with a very similar formula because I will be the first one in line to try that out. 2 more complexion products and then I promise we'll move on, but I had to mention these as well. So obviously like the e.l.f. Power Grip locks your makeup into place really well during the summer, but sometimes that just feels not heavy, but because it has a sticky texture and it's already like humid and sticky out, I don't always want to go in with that. So I've been enjoying both of these. I have a drugstore option and a high-end option. Let's start with the drugstore one. This is newer from e.l.f. It's the liquid poreless putty primer. I've used this, or I at least used it in one video. I think I've used it in a couple of videos though. Maybe not. It's a very smoothing primer. I like the original putty primer, but I like this one better because it has like this lightweight, very runny, silky texture to it. So it leaves your skin looking and feeling so smooth, but it also feels very weightless. The original does that to some extent as well, but I just think this one is better. It's more enjoyable to use. I feel like my foundation applies better and it wears longer compared to the original. So I definitely recommend this. If you're looking for a high-end version or something you can get at Sephora, the Smashbox Photo Finish Control Mattifying Primer is so good if you have extremely oily skin or you're going to be sweating a lot, or again, it's super humid outside. It has like a somewhat similar texture to the e.l.f. one. It's a little bit thicker, but it definitely gives your skin like that smooth, silky feel. My skin does not get oily as fast when I use this product. So if I know I'm going to be outside a lot, I might use this as my base because it does create that smooth base, but it also keeps my skin so matte throughout the day. So definitely a must have if you have extremely oily skin. I haven't been wearing a ton of eyeshadow lately, or I haven't been doing like a lot of intricate or time intensive eyeshadow looks because I'm just kind of lazy. I'm just not in the mood to wear like a ton of makeup day to day. So I've been using the Milani Gilded eyeshadow sticks quite a bit. I've been trying out a lot of eyeshadow sticks. Every brand is launching them. And for the most part, like a lot of them feel very similar on the eyes. They wear similarly, but these are the best that I've tried so far. They are very creamy, very easy to apply. I have the shade Desert on my eyes today. My eyeshadow's not looking its best. I didn't let my eye cream sink in. Like usually I'll do my skincare and then there's time between when I do my makeup and my skincare. Today I was kind of in a rush, so I like threw my eye cream on and then like immediately did my eyeshadow and it just wasn't blending well. But I blended a couple of matte shadows into the crease and then I used this all over the lid and this shadow looks good. Like it's very intense. And I think sometimes when it comes to eyeshadow crayons, if you're wearing them on top of matte shadows, like if you're blending shades into the crease and on the lid and then you go in with an eyeshadow crayon, they are not quite as vibrant. They look almost a little bit dull. That doesn't happen with these. Like these look intense, whether you wear them on their own or you're pairing them with powder shadow. I also have this on my waterline and then on my lower lash line as well. And I just think they're gorgeous. There's a really beautiful green called Moss, and this is like the perfect one and done smoky eyeshadow stick. I'm really enjoying one and done eyeshadows lately. They're just so fast and so easy to use. I've been loving these. I think they're a great option. Actually, I do have two more lip products and then I'll talk about hair care, skincare, and body. I'm not sure which order, but I'll talk about those right after this. So I did a video on the best and worst drugstore lip oils under $10. I'll link it below if you want to check it out, but I included products that I've tried and I've used for a while, and then I bought some formulas that I could try out specifically for that video. And I bought this one and I love it. It's one of my top lip oils. It's the Essence Cranberry Lip Oil with a tinting effect. Now, they don't market this one as like a pH changing lip product, but I feel like that's what it is. But this one actually looks better on me than a lot of those products. Typically, those pull like a very unflattering shade of pink, and I don't know if it really is unflattering or I just don't typically love pink on me. But this one actually looks really, really pretty. It's like a deeper, almost more like raspberry pink. Not deep, but like deeper than the typical pH tint, you know what I mean. So it just looks really pretty on the lips. I'll show you what it looks like on, and I love it. I think it feels good. It's very plush feeling, really luxurious. The glossy shine is perfect. It's not sticky, and my lips actually feel really hydrated after wearing this product too. So I love everything about this. They asked on Threads, by the way, are you guys on Threads? I was never really great at Twitter, to be honest. I don't think I've tweeted for like 3 years at this point, but I did sign up for Threads. So if you have an account, I would love to chat with you over there. They asked on Threads like what product they should come out with next. So I said more shades of this, and they either sent like a winking face or like a face that kind of hinted like they had a secret. I don't know. So maybe they're coming out with more shades of this. That would be amazing. I would definitely grab like all of them. So I've been enjoying this one a lot. I've also been enjoying this product from Summer Fridays, the Lip Butter Balm, and I have Vanilla Beige. I'm not always like a big lip balm fan. I would usually go for like a lip oil over a lip balm, but this one has me changing my mind. It is so buttery, so smooth and glossy. It smells amazing. It has like a delicious vanilla scent to it, and it just has like a pretty hint of color. On its own, it's very, very subtle, but if I wear it over a lip liner, I think it looks really pretty too. So I can't get enough of this. I kind of want to pick up additional shades, but again, I don't know, like as much as I love this product, I feel like I would typically go for a lip oil or a lip gloss over a balm. Even when I'm at home, I'll usually reach for a lip oil, but I am really enjoying this one a lot. A few hair products I've been loving. I've been using this shampoo and conditioner from Ava NYC. I love this brand so much. The first product I ever tried from them was the Main Magic 10-in-1 Primer, and that wasn't actually too long ago, but a ton of you recommended that to me. I've heard so many people talking about it on YouTube, so I tried it and I loved it. And then after trying that, I tried their dry shampoo, their hair mask, and then most recently, I tried the Main Magic 10-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. I think I already said that. We went to the beach in June, and whenever we go to the beach, I like to bring a very like intensely moisturizing formula with me because I'm washing my hair so much at the beach between like the sand and the water and just being outside. I feel like I almost wash it every single day, which is why I do like to have a really moisturizing formula. And I'm glad I brought this one because it is very moisturizing. It does not dry my hair out at all. In fact, when I use this formula, my hair feels so soft, but I actually still get a lot of volume, which is surprising to me because I will say, as much as I love the Main Magic 10-in-1 Primer, it does weigh my hair down just a little bit. I actually switched and I've been using the light version, which if you have like fine hair or your hair is really easily weighed down, that one's a little bit more ideal. So that one is really great too, but I definitely think this one does a great job of leaving my hair feeling smooth, looking frizz-free. I mean, I could let my hair air dry when I use this product and I feel like it looks like I basically styled it, which does not happen with every shampoo and conditioner. My hair is very prone to dryness because I use a lot of heat on it. I just like heat styling my hair. So this has been a really good formula to have because it does leave it feeling smooth. And I feel like it almost, not like completely humidity proofs it, but in the past when it was really humid outside, my hair would get really frizzy. And that doesn't typically happen when I use this formula. I feel like it does stay frizz free. So I've been loving it a lot. As far as dry shampoo goes, I've been trying out a few new formulas. I got a really good one in my FabFitFun box, which has been doing such a good job. But before that, I actually tried this one from Hask, and I do have another Hask dry shampoo that I use fairly often. It has a coconut scent, and that one's very gentle. It's more of like a lightweight dry shampoo, not like a heavy duty one. So I feel like if your scalp is a little bit more sensitive or your hair doesn't get extremely oily, that one is nice. And I also love the coconut scent, but I picked this one up a while ago and I just got around to trying it. It's the Purifying Dry Shampoo. This one is definitely more of a heavy duty formula. If you like the IGK charcoal detox dry shampoo, try this one because it is less expensive and I feel like it does an even better job. And it does not irritate my scalp. The IGK one kind of irritates my scalp these days. That used to be like the only dry shampoo I would ever use, and I do still have like a little bit of one left over, but I noticed when I use that, my scalp is almost like kind of itchy and it feels dry the next day. And that's not the case with this one, but this one is very, very effective. So if you deal with an extremely oily scalp or you feel like you need more of an intense formula, this one is so good. And I feel like that is kind of the case for me during the summer because it's really hot outside. The humidity combined with the fact that maybe you're outside and you're sweating a little bit more, or like maybe you're wearing a hat, for me, just kind of factors into needing a little bit more of an intense dry shampoo or more frequent hair washing, but sometimes you just don't have the time to do it. And I usually wash my hair every other day, but even still, I feel like this does come in handy, especially during the summertime. So for skincare, I've cut back quite a bit during the summertime. I started using Dermatica and I did do a sponsored video with them. This is not sponsored at all, but because I started testing that product out, I cut out a lot of the other products I was using to see how that one would work. And because it does combine like multiple ingredients and treatments into one, I feel like I haven't had the need to incorporate a lot of those products back into my routine, which has been really, really nice. And I've been enjoying that a lot. If you want to hear more about it, I'll link my video below that I did. Again, it was a sponsored video, but this is not sponsored. I'm still using that. So in addition to that, I'll just start off with like a cleanser and then I'll use that at night and then I'll go in with a moisturizer. The moisturizer I've been using is from Glow Recipe. It's the Plump Hyaluronic Cream. This is such a gorgeous formula. I like this more now than I did when I initially reviewed it. I did do like a big speed reviews video and I said it was great then, but I've actually been using it like every morning and every night. night. It's very lightweight. It almost has like a light gel cream texture, so it just sinks into the skin so nicely. The smallest amount of this product goes such a long way. Like, you need the tiniest amount for your entire face, and it gives you a really beautiful natural glow. My skin feels so hydrated all day long. In my FabFitFun box, I actually got the hyaluronic serum from the same line. This is the Glow Recipe Plump Hyaluronic Serum. So this gives your skin, again, a gorgeous glow. I've been using this at night. You can use it in the morning, but I feel like I'd rather use it at night and then just kind of lock it in with the moisturizer. And then in the morning when I wake up, my skin looks so glowy, so hydrated, so healthy, and it just feels incredibly smooth. For me personally, it would be a little bit much to use both of these products in the morning, maybe during the winter when my skin's a little bit more dry, but I feel like using them at night just preps my skin so well for the next day, because after I wash my face, it's still hydrated from the night before. Like, it provides, these together provide really long lasting hydration. So I've been loving them. I think they've made such a difference for me. And even though I have oily skin, even though it's hot outside, I feel like very hydrating products are still just a staple part of my routine. So these have made a difference for me. So I wanted to share them in today's video. And then the last product I wanted to talk about is a body product. This is from Versed. Versed actually makes a ton of my favorite skincare products. I enjoy a lot of them, but this is the Buff It Out AHA Exfoliating Body Scrub. If you need a good body exfoliator, this one is so perfect. I think I've talked about this before. I'm pretty sure I tried it last summer for the first time. I like this because it is a chemical and a physical exfoliator, so I feel like it really leaves my skin feeling incredibly smooth. One note, make sure you're using a sunscreen if you're using this product. I mean, use a sunscreen anyway, but especially make sure to go in with one if you're using this. Because it does have AHA in it, your skin is going to be very sensitive to the sun. So it's not something I recommend using every single day. I use it maybe like twice a week. And then, of course, to make sure to apply sunscreen on top. But this really does make a difference. My skin, it just tends to be dry even in the summertime, other than my face. So I feel like this just like moisturizes my skin. It gets rid of any rough areas, and it really does leave my skin feeling so, so smooth. And I just like this. Like, it twists open, so it's just kind of nice to use. And the actual formula is the perfect consistency. Sometimes body exfoliators are like too runny and really oily. Sometimes they are a little bit too thick, so they don't come out of the packaging. This one's perfect every time. Okay, that's everything I wanted to talk about in today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I know I had a lot of products to share with you. I still like filming favorites videos and just kind of doing a roundup on everything I'm loving. Because I test out so many products, I feel like it's nice to kind of share older favorites I love, newer standout favorites, and then I will share my fails video with you in a few days or maybe like a week or two. But thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. I will see you very soon with a new one. Bye.